was the fund that we were trying to build up?
Well, we were trying to build up the rainy day fund so that we could pay for things out of it.
Where do we pay the ambulance out of?
That is out of the debt fund, the fire debt fund.
I see the debt service for the building.
Fire equipment on page 3, at the very bottom. And that will be paid off. It's either in June of next year or June 27 is our last payment. I'm drawing a blank right now. I think it's June. I think we have the end of this year. I think there's 4 more payments and then it's done.
So that'd be June of 27.
Yeah, I think it's June 27.
Oh,
'Cause
you
he
only
was-
pay twice a year?
We pay twice a year.
Okay.
Same for the building, we pay twice a year. Cause he was saying that it'll be tricky, in 27, because, we get our money, they say, oh, you need $55,000, well, we're gonna give you $27.50 here, and you know what I'm saying, they divide it up, but our payment will be due in June, but they'll still divide that payment up. So we may have to do an interfund loan if we need it
That's right.
to make the payment, and then pay that, like, we'd have to borrow from rainy day and then pay it back, because they won't give us the whole payment in June for our June settlement. And I did ask State Board of Accounts today, and I will do it in email also, so I have written thing, since they're saying, well, you have cash balances, what are you gonna do with them? I said, if our building loan, we pay a lot of interest on our building loan because the loan's so big. If that loan does not have a prepay penalty, I said, what if we chose to drop $100,000 onto the principal to cut back on interest? And she talked in a circle for a minute, which is what State Board of Accounts does. And then she said, well, if your board approves that and there's no prepay penalty, then you could do that. So that's just something to think about.
We have extra,
If we want to do that with,
Do we know the answer to those questions, like prepay penalty?
I'm gonna go talk to them, cause that loan is with First Merchants, so I'm just gonna go in and talk to them.
Okay.
Because I could not find anywhere in the paperwork I had that said there was, but I'm just one big double dog sure. Because if there is a penalty for that, I am personally responsible to pay it, so we don't want to do that.
We'll talk off camera. There's ways around those. I've done it. So,
But my guess is there probably wouldn't be, but I don't know.
And sometimes there is not after a certain term of years.
Okay.
yeah, there's a sunset on it, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I'll check into all of that, cause we're not gonna do it, I'm not gonna do anything until we're
Right. Okay.
sure. But,
I'd be curious to what the balance on it is and how many years we have left on the building anyways, cause I've lost track of that, so.
I can have that for our next meeting, if you'd like.
That information on the ambulance and the building would be great information to have,
Sure.
if it's not too much trouble. I'm sure you already know those numbers somewhere.
Yeah.
without Going and talking to somebody, but yeah. Okay, so back to the budget, sorry. Okay, so that's in debts. The rest of this is numbers from last year. I mean,
Yeah, I didn't raise anything except that one line item.
okay, so how bad is our township assistant right now? Obviously, reason we're doing that. Can
So-
you expand on that a little bit?
So right now, so like the, you know, our line item just for township assistance was $50,000 and utilities were 20. We have spent out, if you put utilities and township assistance together, we've already spent out $57,000.
57 out of the 70.
We haven't even got to winter yet.
Nope. And it's not helping that they're building all the buildings down there, so they built, that little purple post-it on my Wayne Township map that I need to get a new Wayne Township map, is a new little neighborhood that they built of rental homes. And Monica and I went to the rental home place and just was like, oh, well, we're just interested, you know, and my son was getting married and I'm like, well, we're just checking into things and what, you know, and they showed us one of them and I was like, so what is your approval process? They didn't ask who we're with, we didn't tell them, we just wanted to know, you know, are we gonna have to deal with people from here because they're pretty expensive to rent. And supposedly you had to make 3 times the rent, which should mean that people should have to make over $6,000, which means they wouldn't qualify for us. But then people get moved in, and like we've only had one person we've paid out from through there, and you know, she had lost her job, she had 5 kids, you know, this kind of thing, to where we still stick with our standards. We didn't pay her whole rent, she had to come up with part of it. But I'm worried that there's so many open apartments in Noblesville and they're gonna start building stuff here. I think one of those neighborhoods is single homes, duplexes, and apartments that they're gonna build. That has the potential to really destroy us as far as our cash balances. Because if they build 500 homes down there and we even get just a little percentage of those people, now granted we can still keep our standards because we don't have to, when we do our census, we have to do a census, how much are you charging for apartments? We use the trailer parks here, which keeps our number a little lower than a lot of them. If they move those in, we have to put those in our census to make, you know, what's a reasonable price to pay to live in Wayne Township. Right now, Deer Chase Apartments is kind of our standard. The Autumn Breeze is more expensive, the trailers are cheaper, and Deer Chase is kind of their basic 2-bedroom apartment right now is almost $1,300 a month. So you figure if someone walks in here and they've lost their job and they've got kids and, you know, that's one pop $1,300.
How often can they apply?
That's what I was just gonna ask.
We always explain to them this is meant for emergency services. They can, I mean, but I can't tell them they can't apply. They could apply every month. Most of them don't, because we make it very clear this is for emergency services. If you can't get yourself on your feet and you can't get a job, like we did have to let one mom get evicted, but she had been telling us for 3 months and we didn't help her full rent all that time. But you know, she was looking for a job, and she was going to job interviews and she would send us the paperwork. I don't know whether it was her. I know it is harder to get a job right now, even though there's all these help wanted signs. We were sending her help wanted things. I told her to go down to Uptown Cafe, has a big sign, help wanted, has a website. I took a picture of it. I gave it to her. We got on the internet and pulled that up. There's nowhere on there to fill out an application. It's like not just for that restaurant, it's and I don't know. I mean, she could not get a job. Her mom lived in Noblesville. I'm like, you need to go move in with your mom. We can't, if you can't get yourself on your feet, if you are not showing us you're going to have a way to maintain this yourself, If they have kids, we hand them off to Family Promise, who then also tries helping them. We try helping them with budgeting. We try doing everything we can, but it's not something we're gonna do long term. We're not here to pay your rent and you not work. So we
Agreed.
do cut them off, but we usually give them a couple months to try to get the, especially if they have kids.
So at that point, is it at your discretion then? Is that how
It
that
is.
was? Okay. That's what,
is.
okay, that's all. I
And
was
they have the
curious.
right to appeal. They have a right to take me in front of the county commissioners and say, she was unfair. So, and we have to give them the instructions on how to do that every time we help them. Here's the instructions if you don't agree with what we just did.
So I have a question. So didn't they annex part of this into the city of Noblesville?
When they annex in, that
Doesn't change.
doesn't
township
change
lines.
township lines.
Okay,
Yes, we still have the poor relief for them.
okay.
That's the.
Cause I thought we talked about that we lost some of the tax income because
That's
of
for
fire.
fire, for fire only.
So when they annex,
Got
they
it.
have to take over the fire, they have to take over the water and they have to hook them up to water and sewer,
Got it.
but that doesn't take care of anything else in the township. We lose the fire money from it. So we lose it on the Cume fire side, we lose that tax, the, net assessed value for Cume fire and fire, but rainy day and, township general
Stays the same.
and assistance stays the same. It's for the whole township.
Got it.
Thank you. And we do hand them off to, like I said, we hand them off to Family Promise. When Salvation Army has money, we try to contact them and hook them up with them, because they will help sometimes.
You don't hand them on.
We don't.
You
We refer them, yeah. We refer them to St. Vincent de Paul. They will sometimes pay $300 on a Duke bill. So we have other places. We give them the applications for EAP, the emergency assistance plan that Duke and St. Vincent, or it's not St. Vincent de Paul. It's is it Merciful Help? It's not Merciful Help. It's one of the other organizations that helps people pay their energy bills, and if they sign up for it, they can't be disconnected in the middle of winter, which is really the biggest perk. But then they come out of that in, I think it ends in March with, here's my Duke bill and it's $2,000, and we can't touch a $2,000 Duke bill, so we try to,
Can I bring you mine next?
right?
How about my propane bill?
Does township assistance, is there a rhyme or reason to when it's high and when it's low? Like, it's worse in the first quarter or highest in the third quarter, or?
Not
or
really, cause
it's
you
just
have,
too many other factors?
there's too many other factors.
Okay.
Like-
I was just doing some math here. We've spent 81% of the budget. And we're 3/4 of the way through, we're 75%
So
basically
we're
through the year.
close.
So we're not,
We're not
I mean,
horribly
we're
off.
not, yeah,
Mm-mm.
we're not drowning hard, but it ain't, we're going in the wrong direction.
Yes, and also keep in mind, the
Especially
budget
what
just
we've
on
done.
township assistance is only 75,000 last year. Remember, we put the extra lines in general.
Mhm.
So we do have, if we hadn't have put those extra lines in general, we would have already blown through it. So with all the building going on, that was why
We put
we
more
were
in.
trying, let's apply for this levy excess and see if we can at least get a little more in township
75
assistance.
and 2024. Okay. And what? Where's it? So we've got another 50 on top of the 70 as a backup.
Yes.
So that makes your numbers look, alright. Okay. I'm out of questions. Unless somebody
starting in 2027, we have to have 2 budget hearings. I just found that out today. 2 budget hearings and a budget adoption meeting.
So we'll need that third meeting.
Two opportunities for your adoring public to
Well,
come and ask.
That's not till 2027.
we all gotta get reelected before then.
No, that's true. That's true.
When is that?
Next year's
Next year.
election year.
Yeah. Next year will be election year.
Might wanna start
Was
working
it
on
like
your
June?
campaign fund.
Is that June?
No,
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 election, primary is in May.
yeah, primary
Oh,
May,
soon.
yeah. You'll have to register.
Final.
You have to,
Yeah.
What,
you
not,
have to
what's the
file.
right word? File, that's the word I was looking for, in January.
January.
Yeah, January to the first part of February, I think, it's like 90 days before the election or something. They
Yeah.
have to-
It's
You filed by-
before the third week in January is the filing deadline.
Oh, really?
Oh, is it really? I thought it was February
I did
too.
I thought you had till middle of February, I thought it was 90 days before the election.
I don't, and maybe it's different for township, maybe I'm thinking the general filing date, but for
I could
everything
be
else, it's,
Or they could have changed it in the last 4 years.
Well. everything else is,
Alright. I'll cross that bridge when we get there.
file early, just in case.
But you can't file yet, right?
No.
You can't file till after January 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody else is filing now, though.
Are they
For
really?
All the other offices.
Well, maybe we can file now, I don't know, I thought.
Judges,
I know everybody's announcing, I didn't know they was actually putting the paperwork in with the county. Oh, I know, I get the emails for all the fundraisers, and somehow I got on an email list, but I haven't figured that out.
I got on some email lists that I have no idea.
I think I
how
know,
I got on it.
I think I know how I got on this list, and I'm not gonna throw a big fit, but
Oh, go ahead.
no,
Alright, so do we need to make a motion?
no.
No, cause
Do we have
that's the
votes?
next
We
meeting.
can't vote on this
This
till
is
the
just the
next
hearing.
This is just a hearing. just
This is if we
discussion.
wanted, sorry, if we wanted to make any adjustments.
So,
Yes.
alright, so is that it?
So I just want to remind you that I will not be here at your October 7th meeting. When you set that, I let you know
Yes.
that I would be here for this part, and I presume you're not going to make a whole bunch of changes in October 7th.
I don't think we
I
can,
don't think
right?
we
We're not
can.
republishing it. Is that
You
correct?
can lower, you
You can
can't
lower.
raise anything, that's why they
Yeah.
say you advertise high, you adopt high, because even if they said, yep, you can do everything on there, we would still have the right when they send us the 1782 notice, if we wanted to say, oh, guess what, we wanna change this.
Well, we've got a capital improvement plan here that needs funded, so we
Yep.
probably won't lower anything.
Yeah.
Probably not. But I also want to tell you how much work and how much appreciation you need to give to your trustee. Number one, the learning curve that I've seen her go through in the past couple of years, but then particularly this year, when the attorneys and the bond attorneys and everybody else are sitting here pulling our hair out, trying to figure out the effects of SB1, and she has never once lost her cool when I tell her
Not in front of her.
I'm not
Scott hears
sure.
a lot.
I'm not really certain. Or when she gets different answers from State Board of Accounts and DLGF. And she was incredibly prepared when we had our meeting with DLGF. And this most recent meeting we had with DLGF, she had a technology issue, and my invitation to the meeting with DLGF did not arrive. And so she handled that all herself without me there, which she did a great job. And so I
Excellent.
just want to give her that appreciation that she is doing a great job for you. She
Appreciate
really
that, thank
is.
you.
Second.
Thank
There-
you.
That's why we pay her. Sorry,
So I
can't be too
do,
serious.
I do have one other new business item, cause it is the end of the year,
Mhm.
fire contract.
We'll
We
have
should
one,
put
we'll have
together
one
a
more
new one.
meeting, yeah, we'll have one more meeting before then in December.
Correct, so I would envision it would be this, cause we went through it with a fine tooth comb last time.
Yeah.
So, but just updating their new numbers
Yeah.
that we agreed on.
Which, we technically can't do that until we get the budget approved and finalized through the state. But you're right.
I'd just like to have it in place when
Right.
Yeah.
they start, so I like
No,
to
'cause
stay ahead of those.
I
Not
agree
in
that,
March.
Not in March?
I agree, we'll have policies that we'll be signing again, the nepotism, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And we'll just, that's a good
I just wanted to
December or January
segue
meeting.
into that. You're welcome.
Have we heard any more on the 50C through C?
C3, C4.
Is that?
They have
have
got the
applied?
approval to apply, and
Okay.
they've applied,
Okay,
they have
first
not.
step was getting the approval to apply.
Yeah, you had to, may
Excellent.
I please get approval to fill out more paperwork? And yes, they did get that approval.
Okay, good, good,
So-
that's a step in the right direction.
Yep, yep.
Okay,
Okay, so after October 7th, when do we need to meet again?
well, do we need a meeting at the end of the year to transfer funds, or does that happen in January?
That can happen in January.
Okay,
Was it the first Tuesday?
Well, if we're doing December, I would say we would need to do early, cause
Yeah.
once you get anywhere near the holidays, it's gonna be.
So did we need to meet in December?
You don't have to.
I don't have any,
Because we have to meet that
Christmas
first
party.
week.
And
What?
Christmas party.
We have to meet that first week.
what is it, the first Tuesday after the first Monday?
yes, which would be,
The
Second.
6th.
no, I think it's January the 6th.
oh, are you talking about January?
First
Yeah.
Tuesday after, yes, it'd be the
Sixth.
6th.
We'll have to meet January 6th.
I'm in April. How did I do that?
I'm pretty open in
And-
December if we need to meet for something, I'll just say that,
Okay,
I'm pretty
I
available.
am the first half, but not the second half.
Yeah, I mean, until we get to the week of Christmas, I'm wide open.
Oh, wow.
Nobody's gonna meet.
that's
Is this
unusual
just-
for you.
It is.
This, what do we call it, is this the, meeting in December? I mean, January?
January. Yeah.
January 6th.
That's offices,
Offices,
Yep.
meeting, officers.
fire contract.
And other policies.
What did we say that was? January 6th?
Mm-hmm.
6:30?
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. That's,
Oh, that's the first day back to school, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
not Monday.
No.
Well, it's always on a Tuesday.
My wife does not have that right in our calendar then.
We're excited out there.
Alright, anything else?
A motion to adjourn,
Adjourned at
7:30.
7:30.
Well, I shall miss you all on October 7th while I'm in Paris.
Have a great trip.
week.
Enjoy
Great
Paris.
time.
Yeah. Huh? Oh,
Pigeons.
yep, I can do that.
Cancel it or stop that recording.
I know.
Oh.
As much as I love being recorded.
Yeah.